Welcome back to my official YouTube channel. This is Gaurav Ayaan. And look, today we have some serious news coming out from Indian team. That is, I think after 2 days there will be a test match, and we have some really shocking news coming from England that Mayank Agarwal may be missing out for the first test. We will be discussing about that, and obviously we will definitely discuss about the analysis of the Indian team. What are the strength of Indian team? What are the weakness of this Indian team? And what will be the playing 11 for the first test? So I have been joined by none other than my Australian mate, Lucas. Lucas, welcome to my show, mate.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So, how are you right now? Have you heard this news about the Mayank Agarwal? What is going wrong with Mayank Agarwal, man? Look, he has started his career from the famous Australian 2007, 2018 or 19 series, yeah, if I'm not wrong. And he started with the bank. He scored the 50, I think, in his first test match. And after that, he has scored a plenty of what do you call it, big hundreds in domestic in the India for the Indian team. Obviously, most of the time India played in their home condition, and he scored plenty of runs for on that batting paradise condition. And again, India toured in the what do you call it, in the Australian tour. India once again toured with the Australian team, and what happened is that one bad series, and he was down and out, and Shubman Gill replaced him, and he had a brilliant series in the Australia. He was playing in the middle order. Mayank Agarwal was obviously playing in the middle order, and after that he got dropped. He never got an opportunity to be an opener of this Indian team. Obviously, Shubman Gill grabbed that opportunity, and you have seen also that what do you call it? He didn't play in the World Test Championship final also, and suddenly Shubman Gill was out of this tour, and you think like Mike Agarwal is back again. He will be opening, and suddenly he's now injured, and he will be not playing the first test match. So, what's your thought on that? Go ahead, Lucas.
Well, I said this on the show a couple of weeks ago that India don't need injuries. And now this is classed as an injury. Mind you, this is a freak accident. These things happen in the nets. It's not ideal, but that's what training's for. You push your limits. You should play how you train. And accidents happen. I'm not sure who the bowler was that hit him on the head.
Mohammad Siraj.
Mohammad Siraj. Okay. Also another
He has
player
been
that's
fired
got
up.
a
He has been
yeah
fired up. Actually, he's not been playing. That's why he's been fired up. If you
yeah
don't know about that, Washington Sundar was also hit by Mohammad Siraj, and he was also out because of that. So I think we need to play him as soon as possible. Otherwise, he gonna injure some more players of us. Go ahead with that. That was a joke.
yeah yeah. Well, Siraj is fired up, and it's good that he's showing this kind of intent. Now it's not good that India are getting injuries because of that, but like I said, it happens. Agarwal was a huge blow. That means that KL Rahul will definitely come into the squad now. Um, I personally wouldn't open him. That wouldn't make sense to me. I'll get into that a little bit later, but it's another damaging player that's out, and they have to replace KL Rahul, who's going to come back in for reserve player because of all these injuries, and it's just a nightmare situation for India. And the game hasn't even started yet. We haven't even had a test match yet.
Exactly.
And already they're completely under. They're actually more undermanned right now compared to when they were in Australia. Um,
Obviously.
so it's different conditions than Australia, um, but somehow they just got to survive the first couple of tests until reinforcements get back.
Soban has joined us. Soban, I think you are freeze right now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Soban, welcome to my show, obviously.
Thank
And
you.
you have heard this news about the Mayank Agarwal. I was discussing with the same thing with Lucas that it's really a sad scenario for Mayank Agarwal. He was waiting for his opportunity for a very long
Mm.
period of time. He just started his career with the bank in what do you call it, in the famous Australian Indian series win in Australia. Then he just got a plenty of runs in Indian soil. Then again, once India toured with Australia, he unfortunately he failed in that series. But Shubman Gill grabbed that opportunity, and just one series failure of one series, Mayank Agarwal was down and out of this Indian team. He was not been part of the playing 11 for a very long period of time, and suddenly he wasn't even what do you call it, he was not even in the playing 11 in World Test Championship final also. There were talks that he will be part of the playing 11, but he was not part of the playing 11 also. Even I think he was a third or fourth highest run getter of that Indian team. So that was quite surprising. And here Shubman Gill was out of the England tour. You thought you have could easily thought that this is the chance for Mayank Agarwal. If he could grab this opportunity, he gonna be playing for a very long period of time, and suddenly this thing happened. So what's your take on that? Soban, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a big blow. Uh, India would definitely would have liked the services of Mayank Agarwal, but unfortunately he has been injured. Then he has to be replaced with someone. I
Yeah,
think he will be replaced by KL Rahul. Uh, KL Rahul was not in the initial squad of 15. He was, I guess, he was the number 16 or 17.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he was number 16. So and now he has to play. He's coming out of cold. Even though he has performed really well in the practice game, one of the star performers, but definitely he will have his work cut out against the swing and seam of England. England will be definitely pumped up and would be definitely happy with Mayank Agarwal being out, because Mayank Agarwal was one of the players that could have definitely caused a major concern in England's lineup. But somewhere India have to pick up the slack. India, like the openers, have to do their job, and as Lucas said, that India will be undermanned more in England than Australia. But I feel KL Rahul can do the job because he has the experience. And if someone he wanted to open in England, it should be KL Rahul.
So, okay, everybody has discussed about the big blow of for Team India that Mayank Agarwal will be definitely missing out for the first Test match. We'll now discuss about the replacement. What will be the replacement for Mayank Agarwal? What are the options we have? I think if you talk about me, I think lots of people, including Lucas, is talking about is the best option that you can move Cheteshwar Pujara to in the opening slot, and you can add what do you call it, Hanuma Bihari in the middle order. But if you take my point of view, Hanuma Bihari is also opened in the Australian series, so he could be also an option available. Abhimanyu Ishwaran is also there. So there are lots of options you can look forward. So what are your options according? What are your point of view? Who will be in the opening slot according to your point of view, guys? Lucas.
Well, personally, I prefer Pujara in the opening role. Uh, let's remember that KL Rahul, he scored 100. He didn't score 100 opening. He didn't score 100 at batting at number 3. He scored 100 batting at number 5 in that warm-up game against the County 11 just a couple of weeks ago. It would make no sense for me to put him as an opener. He may have opened in ODI games, but as I said, there's difference between ODI and Test matches. Play him at his normal spot at number 5.
But I
Pujara
think
has
but I think he's already opened a lot of time in Test cricket also. He has been a permanent opener in the Test cricket also.
Well, I can only base on what his form is, and he scored 100 at number 5, so it wouldn't make sense to me to make him open. Pujara also opened in that warm up match in the County 11 in the second innings. So whether they were going to open him up regardless, that's another thing. But I would go with Pujara. Um, Well, knowing India's top order anyway, you might as well say Pujara opens anyway, because every time he comes out, they're always down. He always comes out in the second or third over anyway, so you might as well open. Um, and the difference between opening and number three, it isn't that great. Um, because a quick wicket can fall. So there really is no difference between number three and number two or opening or whatnot. So I think Pujara, his game suits opening. He likes to play the patient game. We all know that he likes to be a wall. He can probably get through the new ball. That's easier said than done against bowlers like Anderson, Broad, Ollie Robinson if they go that direction. But I think the sensible option for me is Pujara opening and KL Rahul at 5.
KL Rahul at 5. So basically, Cheteshwar Pujara will be opening, and you will put KL Rahul at in the middle order. Okay, no issues. Soban, your point. Who will be your opener in this team, and who will you play in the middle order, or you will put this middle order same as it is, that number 3 Pujara, number 4 Virat Kohli, number 5 Ajinkya Rahane, and you will put KL Rahul in the opening slot, or Hanuma Behar in the opening slot, or obviously
No,
Abhimanyu Shwaran is also there.
No, I'd go with KL Rahul completely because he has done it in the past, and I would want someone who I can rely upon. Changing the chop and change doesn't help before the first Test match, and I think Virat Kohli will definitely stick to his with his gun player, that is KL Rahul. And if you bring someone from, Abhimanyu Nisharan, or someone like batting at number three, just opening, I don't think it would be a good it would be a good choice. Eh, just because it's the first Test match, I want to. I'm a big fan of tradition and big fan of following the basics, and I think if KL Rahul is opening the batting, that will definitely give the Indian team more confidence. And talking about Hanuma Bihari, he will definitely get his chances. He will definitely perform really well in the England. He has the game. He has scored enough runs for Nottinghamshire to show the selectors that he is a capable batsman. I'd definitely stick with KL, and I think KL has to. This is his last chance, and I think Indian team is definitely banking on him. I know he's a kind of player who is a versatile cricketer, and lately he has transferred himself at number three, four, number 4 and 5 in ODI cricket, and even in T20 he can bat low down the order. But this is Test match cricket. KL Rahul has scored 100. I guess last time when India toured England
Yeah.
in the final Test match with Rishabh Pant. So yes, I would definitely stick to the batting order that you just said. KL Rahul at number two, and number 4, 5, 6 all set. Pujara, number 3 Pujara, 4 Kohli, 5 Rahane, and 6 would be Rishabh Pant.
Okay, so it is once again happening with the same thing with the KL Rahul again. Once again, what you call it? The team management has said that you will be batting in the middle order, and suddenly the situation is like this, that he has to be opening for Team India. So it's like it is happening again. I think that same thing happened in the 2019 World Cup also. That he was the middle order batsman, and suddenly he has to open again for the Team India. So, guys, let's move on. Rupendra has joined us. Rupendra, thank you for joining. What's your take? Who should be open for Team India, and how much bigger blow is this for Mayank Agarwal, and
Yeah, it's a
obviously
big
for Team
blow
India?
for Mayank. yeah, and Mayank Agarwal स्पेशली क्योंकि जैसे हम चाहते थे कि मयंक अग्रवाल काफी ओपनिंग करे, क्योंकि मेरे तो काफी फेवरेट बैट्समैन थे। मैं तो शुभमन गिल की जगह मयंक अग्रवाल को प्रेफर कर रहा था, तो इसी वजह से मयंक अग्रवाल के लिए थोड़ा बहुत हार्ड लग कह सकते हैं, लेकिन उनके लिए काफी बड़ी सीरीज अभी बाकी है। लेकिन उसी साथ साथ पृथ्वी शॉ एक काफी अच्छे कंटेंटर बनते जा रहे हैं। आपको बताऊंगा उनका वाइड बॉल फॉर्म काफी अच्छा जा रहा है, तो सेकंड टेस्ट से अवेलेबल होंगे, लेकिन जो फर्स्ट टेस्ट की अगर बात करें तो मैं
नहीं,
तो
शायद
केएल राहुल के साथ ही हूँ।
I think he will be available after the second Test match. I think he will be available for the third Test match, or
आई
maybe
थिंक
even after the
उसका
third Test match.
हाँ मे बी सेकंड और थर्ड अवेलेबल रहेंगे। थर्ड थर्ड में तो रहेंगे नहीं, मुझे लगता है सेकंड या सेकंड में भी रह सकते हैं, वो उसको डिफरेंट हो जाएगा। लेकिन जो अगर मेरे ओपनिंग की बात करें तो मैं रोहित शर्मा के साथ के राहुल के साथ ही जाऊंगा ऑब्वियस, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि के राहुल एक स्पेशलिस्ट ओपनर है। तो मैं क्योंकि उसके अलावा अगर जैसे लुकस ने बोला कि चेतेश्वर पुजारा के साथ ओपनिंग करेंगे, नहीं मैं उनके बैटिंग ऑर्डर के साथ छेड़खानी नहीं करना चाहता, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि वो एक ऐसे रिलायबल पोजीशन पे बैटिंग करते हैं और वैसे बंदे कि हम पूरी टीम उनके ऊपर डिपेंड रहती है। ऑब्वियसली उसके बाद विराट कोहली आते हैं, लेकिन एज ए ओपनिंग आपको पता है इंग्लैंड में अगर ओपनिंग अगर आपकी खराब चलेगी तो आपका मिडिल ऑर्डर काफी शेकी है, आपको कभी भी आपको 36 आउट हो सकता है ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, जैसे कि आपने देखा ही होगा। तो उस वजह से मैं केएल राहुल उसी के साथ साथ रोहित शर्मा एज एन ओपनर, और जो मिडिल ऑर्डर जैसे चलते जा रहा, लेकिन मैं हनुमा विहारी को यहाँ पे चांस दूंगा, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि हनुमा विहारी ने काफी अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है। ऐसा उनकी एक भी ऐसी सीरीज नहीं की होंगी कि जहाँ पे उन्होंने काफी बैड परफॉर्म किया और बैड परफॉर्मेंस से वो टीम के बाहर हुए। वो टीम से बाहर कब होते हैं, जब टीम कॉम्बिनेशन थोड़ा बहुत अनसेटल हो जाता है, या टीम कॉम्बिनेशन की वजह से उनकी जगह वहां पे बनती नहीं है, वो अपने बैड परफॉर्मेंस की वजह
Hanuma
से कभी भी
Vihari,
टीम
Hanuma, Vipendra,
नहीं है।
if you pick Hanuma Vihari, then I think you need only four. You have left only four bowling options. If you pick Hanuma Vihari in the middle order batting.
लेकिन आपको बताऊंगा कि अगर आपकी ओपनिंग अगर सही नहीं गई इंग्लैंड में, और वैसे ही आपके एज एन हिस्ट्री आपको पता ही है कि ओपनिंग आपकी सही जाती नहीं है, आपके टॉप ऑर्डर बैट्समैन को ज्यादा परफॉर्म नहीं करते, तो इसलिए आपको मिडिल ऑर्डर बैट्समैन चाहिए, आपको स्ट्रेंथ चाहिए। अगर आपके पास रन ही नहीं होगे तो आप क्या डिफेंड कर लोगे? पॉइंट तो ये बनता है कि अगर आपके पास रन ऑन द बोर्ड होंगे तभी आपको आपके बॉलर डिफेंड कर पाएंगे ना, वरना आपने देखी लोगा ऑस्ट्रेलिया में 36 ऑल आउट, उसके बाद हम रिकवर ही नहीं कर पाए थे वो मैच में। तो सेम गोज विद, क्योंकि अगर आपके पास
लेकिन
रन ऑन द
विपिन
बोर्ड होंगे तभी
लेकिन
आप।
विपिन टीम मैनेजमेंट का ये तो हमेशा से रहता है ना कि पांच, खासकर विराट कोहली का माइंडसेट, रवि शास्त्री का माइंडसेट, दैट वी नीड फाइव बॉलर्स एनी डे ऑफ द वीक, कंसिडरिंग रविचंद्र अश्विन एंड जडेजा obviously they can bat, so that makes team balance little much better.
हाँ बन तो सकता है, लेकिन आपको पता है कि यहाँ पे इंग्लैंड में बैटिंग कंडीशन काफी मुश्किल होती है, और उनके बॉलर्स भी आपको पता ही होगा कि एंडरसन खेलेंगे, ब्रॉड खेलेंगे। हाँ बेन स्टोक का काफी झटका लग सकता है इंग्लैंड के लिए, लेकिन इंडिया के लिए काफी एक खुश खबर है कि बेन स्टोक ये सीरीज नहीं खेलेंगे इंग्लैंड के साथ, इंडिया के साथ में। तो एक काफी अच्छी एक न्यूज आ रही है कि बेन स्टोक अवेलेबल नहीं होंगे। लेकिन उसके अलावा जो इंडिया की हम बात करें तो मुझे लगता है कि 4 बॉलर के साथ ही जाएंगे, स्पेसिस्ट बॉलर के साथ टीम इंडिया, क्योंकि आपका कॉम्बिनेशन ही नहीं बन रहा उसके साथ, क्योंकि आपको पता है कि मयंक अग्रवाल भी इंजर हो गए, तो इंजरी कंसर्न काफी हो रहा है इंडिया की वजह से। तो मेरे हिसाब से मैं हनुमा विहारी को ऑब्वियसली मिडिल ऑर्डर में परफॉर्म करते हुए देखूंगा, और प्लेइंग 11 में भी देखूंगा, क्योंकि उनकी जगह बनती है।
Okay.
आपको बताऊंगा कि अगर मिडिल ऑर्डर आपका अगर परफॉर्म नहीं करेगा, या आपका टॉप ऑर्डर, तो ऑब्वियस टॉप ऑर्डर पे तो हम क्वेश्चन मार्क ही अभी भी, क्योंकि आपका टॉप ऑर्डर कब
Okay.
परफॉर्म करेगा आपको नहीं पता। रोहित शर्मा काफी बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क है, क्योंकि ओवरसीज में वो काफी अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं कर पाए। उसके साथ साथ के राहुल की पोजीशन के ऊपर भी काफी बड़ा क्वेश्चन मार्क है। पुजारा का फॉर्म जैसा फॉर्म है वैसा वो परफॉर्म नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। उसके साथ साथ विराट कोहली का भी फॉर्म का सबसे बड़ा कंसर्न है। ऋषभ पंत ही एक ऐसे बैट्समैन है कि जिसके ऊपर हम काफी रिलायबल है कि नहीं भाई ये बंदा कोई भी कंडीशन में परफॉर्म करेगा, और बाकी सारे बैट्समैन हो गए।
Okay, point taken. Let's move towards the analysis of this Indian team. Let's do some analysis on this Indian team, and then we'll definitely discuss about this playing 11 also. So let's first start with the Lucas. Lucas, what by looking at this Indian team, what are the strength you look in this Indian team, and what are the weakness you are seeing in this Indian team? Lucas, go ahead.
Well, I think the strength is obviously their bowling. Their bowling over the last 12 months has actually been very good. Against England and India, against Australia and Australia, and against New Zealand, the bowling was pretty good, except Bumrah. So they're very good. Probably now the number one bowling unit. Now that Mitchell Starc can't bowl anymore. So
Not again.
So I think India got the best bowling unit. Their depth is very good, very very good. Their weakness is also that it would also be their top order and middle order batting.
The form of the Indian batsman.
Yeah, Kohli, Pujara, Rahane especially. They were terrible in the World Championship final against New Zealand in both innings, not just the one. Their form will come out of scrutiny if they don't perform this series. Well, if they don't perform in game one, if they get beaten badly in game one, and Rahane, Kohli, Pujara do not make runs in that first Test match, then the pressure will be right on them. Pressure will be on Pujara to be dropped. It's something you really don't need. So no doubt their strength is the bowling, and their weakness is the top order batting. Personally, I would actually like to see Rahane bat at 3. I think,
What a bold
yeah,
prediction, man.
yeah, I actually would like to see Rahane at 3. So I would like to see Pujara, Rohit Sharma, Rahane at 3, Kohli at 4, KL Rahul at 5, Richard Pant at 6. I
We'll
don't like
definitely discuss about the playing 11, Lucas. You have shared about the strength and the weakness of the team. Let's move to the Soban. Soban, what are the strength of this Indian team and what are the weakness of this Indian team moving ahead on this tour?
Yeah, look, the strengths, I would say Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, he's the best batsman for Team India. I think Indian team will depend a lot on Virat Kohli's form, and he will be the player to watch out for in terms of. If I talk about Indian cricket team, then definitely weakness. I will just fear the way Indians bowl to the lower order of England. England have in the
Yes.
past the tail has wagged all the time, and whenever we play against New Zealand, India, England, Australia, always I don't know the bowlers don't stick to the basics. They try to bowl bounces, they try to bowl yorkers, and which has always been India's weakness in the past couple of years. So I'll be also very. I'll be keenly looking on the way the Indian team will bowl in the death overs. In the and mostly to the lower order
Uh,
batsmen. Yes,
yeah.
yeah,
Okay. So if you take my point of view, the strength of this Indian team is that they know how to win big matches now, because obviously it's not the first time they have beaten Australia, and obviously that was an excuse that was the very first point of time that Steve Smith and the Warner was not there, and suddenly in the second time, obviously they beaten again the Australia, and India had lot of fitness issue, the players issue, and again they beaten Australia. So according to me, they can win matches at any given day. So I think it's a big chance for Team India to beat them, England, because obviously Ben Stokes is obviously not there, and the strength of this Indian team that they can play well on the any condition. So it's a big
yeah.
chance for Indian team to win this time. And the weakness, I think, as Soban has mentioned. They don't bowl too well to the tailenders, obviously, and the lower down the middle order batsmen like obviously Sam Curran would be there, and lots of bowlers who can, if any lower down the bowler middle order batsman contribute 30 or 40 runs, that makes a massive difference of that match. So I hope
Yeah.
they bowled out those lower down batsmen cheaply. So what will be your playing 11, guys? Lucas, go ahead.
for England,
No, of India.
my playing
I'm talking
11.
about India. Yeah, I'm talking
Um,
about playing 11 of India.
yeah, my playing 11. Well, we can start with the 2 spinners. That won't work in England. Only one of them has to play. I know that Jadeja brings a lot to his batting, but I think that's very fatal. I think they need to bring another seam bowler. Uh, Jadeja and Ashwin did not work in the World Test final against New Zealand, where New Zealand had that extra bowler. We saw Jamison very effective, Southey very effective, Trent Bolt very effective, and they brought in Colin de Grandhomme. Now, he may not have taken any wickets, but his economy rate was extremely good in tightening up one end and building pressure. So 2 spinners just does not work in England. I'm sorry. I think what they should do is try to get a seam bowler. Now, I know India's seam bowlers like Bumrah, Shemi, Siraj cannot bat like Broad, Robinson, Curran. That's a big weakness in India's lower order. The batsmen cannot bat
Broad
in their
is
lower
also done
order.
and dusted, man.
Yeah,
Broad is also
yeah.
done and dusted.
He's made a couple of 50s in the county game recently. So
Okay.
I wouldn't count that out. I think he made a 20 ball 50.
Wow.
Again, a couple of months ago, early in the season. So he's still capable of batting. Broad is very dangerous when he has nothing to play for. When bit like Mitchell Marsh, when he has nothing to play for, he can play attacking shots. Broad is like that. He can play good attacking shots. Nothing against Mitch Marsh, but anyway. But
I can understand. We can understand.
yeah.
Go
But
ahead.
like I said, my official 11: Pujara 1 or Rohit 2 or whoever you want to take
Okay.
the first ball. Rahane 3, Kohli 4, KL Rahul 5, Pant 6, Ashwin 7, 8. I'd pick Siraj 9. You can make that the batting order here, but 9 Sharma, 10 Bumrah, 11 Shami. So that would be my 11 for India.
Soban?
The same 11 that played against New Zealand, just two changes. One is a forced change. Mayank Agarwal will be replaced by KL Rahul, and at the end, I will play Shardul Thakur in place of Ravindra Jadeja.
Yeah, very good point. I think been very impressed with the Shardul Thakur batting, so I would not mind Shardul Thakur in this playing 11. So looking at if you take my point of view, I would be definitely looking about looking the pitch and the conditions. What will be the conditions on that day? And if everybody is saying that the pitches will access the spinner, then I would definitely pick Ashwin and Jadeja, and obviously they can bat also. And my three fast bowler is obviously going to be Shami, Ishant and Bumrah. And the rest of the team, obviously, I will play KL Rahul as an opener and Rohit Sharma, and the rest, the team guys remains the same. So that will be my playing 11. I think that would make a very balanced team according to me. So I think it's time to wrap the show, guys. Thank you very much. Lucas, you want to say something?
Yeah, I've actually got some information about the pitch. It looks green, so it's a green top. So
It
far.
hasn't been cut yet. It hasn't been chopped yet. Okay, I think we need to wait for 1 or 2 days. I think tomorrow you can see at a completely different pitch. Also, you never know.
Well, New Zealand have a habit of doing these pitches in New Zealand, and they don't really change much. So if New Zealand are gonna, if England are gonna pronounce a green top, then they've got their middle order and top order is disgraceful. Let's be honest, it's the worst in world cricket. I don't give a damn.
And the top order, obviously. The top order, obviously.
Yeah, Pope, Sibley. I don't know what they wouldn't even get a game in the Netherlands team or China.
And Jack Crowley is also, as I told you earlier, Jack Crowley is not also the big gun player. Obviously, if you what you call it, less is double hundred on his Test career, then his average would be terrible.
Yeah,
I've already mentioned a lot of time. So the top three batsmen, and obviously Ben Stokes is not in the team. That makes a also massive difference. We'll definitely discuss about this England team tomorrow. I think it's time to wrap the show. Thank you, Lucas, for joining us. Thank you, everyone who joined us. It was lovely chatting with you guys. Hope we will meet tomorrow. We will meet tomorrow. Till then, do like the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, so whenever we upload something and whenever we start goes live, then you will get all those notification. Okay, till then you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter also. It's Gaurav. I'm everywhere with it's Gaurav name. Till then, good night. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell icon. Lucas?
Make sure
He
you
can
like
also
and subscribe.
yeah. Till then, good night, guys. Take care, and we'll meet tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Peace.